Good evening, guys. So here we are with another case study, another PCOS story from Revathi. So today is going to be really an interesting story, I believe, because the way she narrated a bit of it to me, she said like she's expecting a lot of interaction today. So keep your mics open and start interacting. And if you stop her in between, also that doesn't matter. Please do it. Okay. Yeah, Revathi. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Danya. Hello, all. Good evening. Thank you, Danya, for having me here. And so, who were present here, thank you so much for being here. And so, today I'll be sharing my experience with another client. My second success story of in PCOS and reversing PCOS. So, I'll just dive into the story. So, my client is 26-year-old, and she's the third kid in her family. So just make note of every single detail I give it to you because everything is interconnected. So she's the third kid in her family and she has got siblings. She has got an elder sister and elder brother. She's single and by profession she's an architect and she does freelance. She doesn't work with any company, but right now she's doing freelance and financially independent. And she has this history of PCOD since 2016 and she has got insulin resistance. So acanthosis is there, and she has also got disc bulge. So she had an accident 2018, and she was detected as pre-diabetic 2018. So her fasting sugar were like 116, and she also been on medication in 2020 for bipolar. So hope you all know what is bipolar is. So you're going to tell me what is bipolar. I'm not going to tell that. And she came with the presenting complaints like generally I used to ask my client to do the blood test. So I generally ask them to do all basic tests like fasting sugars, lipid profile, thyroid, and hemoglobin. So when we were doing that, her thyroid TSH was like 6 point something, and so insulin resistance was there, and irregular cycle, and she used to get her cycles 3 to 4 cycles per year. And if she is on medicine, then she gets a cycle. Even that 3 to 4 cycles happens to be with the medication. Otherwise, she doesn't get it. And obese, she's obese, and 37 is her BMI. And she also had this complaint of kind of a puffiness or some heaviness in the back of her head. So please note everything, every details matters. And now coming to the analysis, especially the 24-hour recall. So she wakes up around 5 a.m. or 10 a.m. This happened because of this 2 years of lockdown. So usually she used to wake up around 5. But after this COVID, this lockdown, her time was like completely shifted and she used to wake up at 10. So now it is like on and off. Sometimes she wakes up at around 8, sometimes 9. So it is not very much consistent. And whatever time she wakes up, she used to have her brunch around 10:30. So she directly indulge in rice, some gravy, some kolambu, and some vegetable. Buttermilk and pickle are mandate. So this is how she eat. And she also goes to gym. So she joined gym. When she joined, she already was doing her gymming. And 8 o'clock, she used to have same kind of food, just like brunch. Otherwise, if tiffin is there, like idli or the chapati or dosa, she used to eat like 4 to 5. If it is dosa or chapati, it is like 3 to 4. And she takes it along with some chutney, sambar, some gravy. And 8 o'clock, she has a dinner, and 11:30, she go to sleep. She sleeps. But she has got some rare thing, like, she used to wake up around 1:30. So whatever happens, she wakes up around 1:30 and she indulges in binge eating. So she used to eat lots of sweets, that craving. Everybody has got that, right? Late night, if you are awake, then you always indulge in kind of eating all these sugar rich foods. So she used to have that. And quality analysis. So in our house, they use gingerly and coconut oil. So both together, they use only 1 liter, and only 2 members are there now, right now. Both her siblings are not here, and her father is in Dubai. So she lives with her mother. Father comes yearly once or twice, and brother is in US, and sister is in Bangalore. and so only 2 of them at family, and they are using a pretty good amount of oil. And
मैंने नमस्ते की थी, लगता है आपने पहचाना नहीं था। कैसे? ठीक है, एकदम बढ़िया
बढ़िया है, जैसे बूढ़े लोग बढ़िया रहते हैं वैसे बढ़िया है।
ठीक है,
Anya, can you
बड़े लोग बोला करो।
Thank you. Okay, so greens she used to take weekly once, fruits almost every day, milk she consumes every day. She consumes this packet milk here, Avin, and water is like 1 to 2 liters per day. And she indulges in eating outside almost 4 to 5 days a week. So mostly her preferences are like pizzas, fried rice, parota. It's a maida based one. And cakes and pastries she indulges in, that is twice weekly. So this is the quality analysis. So now the very important area, that is the 7 areas of life. So physical health, I'm sorry, no physical activity it is not, but it is not adequate. She's not very regular to gym. Diet, of course, you've seen that it is not balanced, not much with proteins, not much fiber. So she eats only twice, that is her brunch and dinner, and in between she eats nothing, and directly she indulges in binge eating at 1:30. So completely it is off, the diet is off, and the physical activity was not adequate because she hit the gym probably three days or maximum 4 days a week, not very regular. And personal life, she has got some issues with parents and ex-boyfriend. So I need to tell you, like, this girl, she involves she had a physical relationship with her boyfriend, and there are a lot of negative things happened. It was like, more of abusive relationship, I can say. And issues with parents is like they don't spend much time with this girl, and both the siblings are like not here with her, and she misses them a lot. So she feels like, she's left alone, nobody's there to take care of her. Vocational health, she loves her profession, and social health is not that good. She's not a girl who can easily mingle with people. She always try to be away from the limelight or from the focus. She don't want to be centered, so she always stay away from people. Just a minute, just a minute. Sorry guys. So she doesn't mingle with people. She has a very close circle of friends, and she's very choosy. She is not very comfortable moving along with people. Financial health, she's she's independent and she's sound. And now coming to psycho-emotional, she has got a lot of guilt because of that abusive relationship she had with her boyfriend. And her boyfriend used to really attack her physically. She has got so much of physical abuse, and she has got this 1 minute. She has got this cycles. So when I usually used to ask any client if they are coming with PCOS issue, I used to ask them how much they love themselves being a woman, and what do they think about menstrual cycle, and what thought will pop up immediately if I say about menstrual cycle. So this girl, my client, she told, like, whenever she thinks of cycle, it is all about reproduction for her. So but she doesn't like kids, she dislikes kids, and she dislikes herself because of being into this abusive relationship. And she is like kind of angry, that anger mode is there on herself because she couldn't protect herself, she couldn't voice out. And now this is another interesting area. Like, she is the third child in her family, and she's been told that she's an unwanted child, not by the parents but by the relative, by the society, by the friends, and the people around their parents. Because her mother, when this girl was in her mother's womb, people asked her mother, it seems like, anyway you are blessed with one boy and one girl, why do you want to have the third one? So she was there when she was in the womb. People used to question her mom, and this was came to her awareness when she was like at the age of 3-4 years. It generally happens, right? Mothers used to share certain things like, when you were in my womb, this all things have happened and that thing happened, these kind of comments being passed on. So mother just shared just like that. And we all know that 3-4 years 5 years are like, we are like very fresh slate, very fresh board. You have nothing written, it is like complete empty board, and whatever being written that age, that actually settles down in your subconscious mind. And this girl came to know all these things. And to my surprise, when she was like at the age of 7-8 years, when she was at her home, she's sharing me that when she was at her home, one relative came, and she told her mother, it seems like she could have been not there at all. You could have had your good career because of her. Now you are able to, you have taken break in your career and all those stuff. And my client expressed in a term like, Revathi, they are questioning my existence. So that kind of the hurtings she carries. And so since then itself, some kind of a trigger is there towards kids. And unfortunately my client relates this cycle with reproduction. So she doesn't love herself being a woman, and she is very depressed. And why disliking being a woman is, in her family both parents have given equal rights to both her brother and sister. So they never treated them with any of the gender discrimination. But this girl experienced all these things when she entered 11th standard. See, up till 10th, she was doing her schooling in a girls only school. And 11th and 12th, she happened to go to a co-ed school. And there, the boys, her friends, they used to say like, girls can do only such things, boys can do anything. And even the teachers, the staff over there used to discriminate using this gender difference. And this girl like felt so bad that she felt like, what, I can do anything, whatever a boy can do, even I can do. And that made her to indulge in alcohol, then even drugs. And when she entered the college, she ended up having a relationship with a boyfriend. And she was, physical relationship was there, and everything started. So this made a trigger like, who you are all, like, telling me why I'm a woman, and if a woman cannot do anything, why can't I change the stigma. And now when she came to me, she was with guilt, she was depressed. And she has a different feeling. Generally when there is a shock, we generally shout, right? We immediately respond by shouting. But this client, whenever a shock happens, immediately she becomes numb and she becomes muted. She won't even able to voice out, not even the voice, the vocal cord completely shuts down for her. And many instances she shared like, maximum incident whenever her boyfriend used to hit her very hard, physically very hard, this girl becomes really shocked, because she really trusted him that he is going to be my world, my life, and he is going to take care of me. But suddenly things started changing. They have so much of indifferences, and he started hitting her physically, and she couldn't express herself. And she became very very muted, very numb. I just asked her, why you didn't stop. Even she never even defended, I believe. Whenever he used to hit him, she used to get the hittings also. Then I asked her, why, what made you to accept those things. She told like, yeah, because I felt like I've done a mistake being in physical relationship with him, and I felt like this mistake has to be punished. So I felt like, whatever the hittings he is giving me, I need to get the punishment. So that's the reason I never opened up my mouth. And things went really worse. And finally 2020, she was diagnosed as bipolar, because she was like, she became really hysteric. and she was on medication, antidepressant pills, and everything piled up, and she started putting on weight, and the PCOS, the everything got like really worsened. Coming to spiritual health, she is very religious, she is very spiritual, she believes in God, and she definitely believes there is a power above us that guides us. So this is her 7 areas of life. Now coming to the intervention part. So I've just summarized everything. So I've given her fenugreek powder, half a teaspoon on empty stomach to start with. Then I gradually increased it to 1 teaspoon on empty stomach. Fenugreek is given to increase insulin sensitivity. So I suggested that, and the water intake, I made it compulsory that she has to hit 2.5 liters per day, and then it was gradually increased to 3 liters. And fruits, I asked her to eat 30 minutes before food, and this fruit was actually given before lunch and before dinner. And breakfast, I asked her to include 1 handful of sprouts and pomegranate mixture. So she can add some lime, some pepper powder and salt. She can have that 1 hand too. So put up together 2 handfuls, and she will have the sprouts and pomegranate mixture. Then she will have a breakfast. And lunch, I introduced salads, and either she can add pumpkin or melon seeds to focus on these micronutrients, especially zinc, magnesium, selenium, all these things, and omega-3 fatty acids. So I asked her to include that. And dinner, I made sure that this girl is having enough vegetables, so the fiber part was really less. So I asked her to include vegetables either in the form of soups or any poriyal kind of the sabji form, or the boiled vegetables, or even the stir fried ones. And I also asked her to take proteins. And breakfast, then I changed it to some moong or besan chila, basically a protein based breakfast, because she has to have enough protein in her diet. And seed cycling, I started in the second month. And since I wasn't sure and she wasn't sure when was her cycle and other stuff, so we fixed to have that on new moon day, let's start. And I started with pumpkin and flax seeds, 1 teaspoon each on an empty stomach. And so she will be following that. And after that, on the full moon day, she suggested to take sesame seeds and sunflower seeds, 1 teaspoon each. And this client is very, very cooperative, or very observer, I can say. She used to tell me, Revathi, whenever my body temperature is not adequate, then I feel like I'm missing my cycle. So if she has got that enough adequate body temperature, only she can sense how it is adequate, and she gets the cycle. So when we started the seed cycling, she is supposed to get the cycle on one particular date, but 1 week later also she didn't get it. And when I did the follow-up call, she told like, Revathi, I feel my temperature is not that high, so the body temperature is not being maintained. So then I asked her to use this hot water bag. And then I asked her to increase that sesame seeds. I asked her to continue that. And then once the adequate temperature reached, she started getting her cycle. And if the temperature is too high, if she gets a cycle, the flow is heavy, or the spotting continues for many days, it is not like content to 3 to 5 days, it continues for almost 10-12 days. So I need to really keep a check on her body temperature. And if the body temperature is too low, the cycle doesn't happen at all. So in the second month, she told like, my spotting is happening, Revathi, but I don't know when is it going to stop. I mean, she was like, my temperature is too high. Then I introduced a lot of buttermilk, then cucumber, even fenugreek, I increased the quantity. So I made sure that this girl is, maintaining her body temperature adequately, so that the spotting stops, so that she is ready for the next cycle. So this client is like very unique for me, because she helped me a lot to understand her. She shared a lot of things, whatever happening in her body. So this body temperature is one thing I learned from her, because I generally doesn't look into all these things, but she was like very having a very clear mind, like, what happens when the cycle comes. So this helped me a lot to crack. And coming to the interventions, this client, she already had the habit of journaling. And on the second follow-up call, I told her, like, you will be doing a lot of journaling. She told, like, I already do it, but I never got any result. It's not working. Let's not do it. I told, like, no, I don't know what kind of journaling you did. You just explain me what you used to do. Then I will tell you, like, how it is. And she explained that journaling is nothing but she used to write whatever is happening. She used to write. That's it. She stops there. She never experienced any kind of letting go or forgiveness. Nothing has been done. So she just did journaling alone. So she told, like, it's not working. Then I told her, no, journaling has got some processing. There are some protocols to be followed. So I asked her to first write emotional journaling, because I want to understand what kind of an emotion she's going through every day on a daily basis. So this is the picture what I've shared here is, this is the journaling I used to give to my clients. So this is the column I tell them. So as simple as that, Sarah's given this already. So we divide a day into 4 hours each. So you get basically six different timing. So you have to just put it on, like, how do you feel, like, from 9 to 1, since she started waking up around some 8ish, 9ish. So I told, like, 9, we'll start from 9. So 9 to 1, what is your emotion? The time you wake up, how do you feel? And that emotion she has to write. Say, for example, if she feels anxious, she has to mention anxious, and trigger or thoughts. What thought or what is the trigger that made her anxious? And then she has to write, did she take any action to cut it down? So she has to just mention yes or no. If she has done yes, then she has to mention the action. What did she do to come out of the thought or the trigger? So I gave her this. This really worked a lot. She never shared what was happening as this this format, but she told me a lot of things over follow-up calls. And then I told her, like, once I came to know the emotion part, then I asked her to do the unposted letters, because she has got so much of that victim feeling, and she feel like everybody has used her like anything. Everybody, it's not only her boyfriend, but everybody. So I asked her to write unposted letters to those people who she think that she got affected because of them in her life. Then I asked her to just let go, do the burning process. Once she's done with the unposted letter, then I asked her to let go, and I gave lots of affirmations to do it every now and then. So these things helped her a lot. Whenever I used to do the follow-up call, there'll be always some learning from her side. Like, I learn a lot. The way she used to explain, she literally got drenched into the habit of journaling, whether she followed the diet or not. But every time she used to tell me, Revathi, I wrote this. You are amazing. You made me realize what life is all about. All these days I have done, I never thought of that. There is this kind of a level where I can really find out myself, where I've lost. So a lot of happy conversation used to happen, and she used to send me voice note. So the first 3-4 weeks of voice note was like very down, no energy and all those stuff. The moment the interventions, the holistic tools started, I don't know if I can play the thing. I'll just try. But the voice, the way she speaks with energy, I mean, I was able to sense that the way she was feeling happy and things like that. So these things happened with the holistic tools. And now outcome, the quantity wise or wise, weight, she was actually 96 when she joined me, and she dropped 3 kg. And no blood test was done before, after the session. But before session, we did the blood test. So everything was normal. I didn't do the hormone test. So I did the TSH, that was 6 point something. Rest all the parameters were normal only. So after that, I asked her to do it, but she didn't do the blood test, or she didn't share it also. So this is the quantitative outcome. And now the qualitative outcome. So she started menstruating on 3rd month without medication. She was very happy. She told, like, almost like 6 to 7 years after I've started menstruating without medications. Revathi, she was very happy with that, and started understanding the importance of thoughts and emotions, and she started believing in journaling, letting go, forgiveness, gratitude. She started doing amazingly well, and she started being very happy being a woman, and she started to love to menstruate. And in fact she was the one, like used to text me, if the cycle is not coming, cycle is not coming. I know that desperation started with her, but previous 2 months she wasn't even concerned about the cycle, though she came to me for that, but she wasn't much. But later now she understood, like it's a biological process, and kind of comfortable with kids now. So she shared an incident, like before joining me, one of her friend left her kid with her just to take care of her just for 30 minutes something. And she became really anxious, like she don't know how to care for the kid. So she immediately started hiding dangerous things from the kid, and she don't know how to make that kid occupied. And she explained that, and after that few weeks later she told, like Revathi, I nowadays I feel like she saw some Insta post, and she told, like, I really love that kid. Never in my life that has happened. And I myself is like very much shocked that, is it me, am I like fond of kids now. Now she's like kind of comfortable compared to the previous thing. Now she started um, feeling that change of that liking towards kid. And she even shared that whenever her friends share that they are pregnant and a baby shower occasion, she used to annoy, like she used to get so much of anger, and she go talks to her friend, like, you really require a kid now when the baby is in the womb. She's go ask. And now after during this program, one of her friend got pregnant, and she texted her, and she was very happy, I believe. And she shared that, Revathi, you know what, my friend texted me that she's pregnant, and I feel very happy for her. So all these things happened with the client. So there is one more slide pending. I'm stopping here. I want more questions, then I will reveal the final slide. Thank you so much. One more slide pending. That's a very important slide.
Thank you, Revathi, for such an informative session. Elizabeth is clapping.
Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. So yeah, questions?
Thank you so much, Revathi, for presenting this. I'm very glad to see your smile and confidence more day by day. You are increasing your smile and confidence. I'm really proud of you. And the way you are smiling, like it is really telling you are learning so many things from your client directly. So you are expressing. It is really awesome. Thank you.
Navada. Thanks. Yes, Navada, a lot of learning from this client that I have not shared yet with you all. So questions?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. So it was a great session and a lot of learnings are there from your PPT. So my question is that, can you elaborate a little on seed cycling, ma'am?
Seed cycling.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So seed cycling, what we do is generally, if you know the client's cycling period, like if you know the follicular phase and the luteal phase, then you can start accordingly. If you are not sure, then we go with this, the new moon day and the full moon day. Okay. So what you do is, like, you actually start, if you are not sure about their cyclic phase, then you go with the nature. So you start with pumpkin seeds and flax seeds for the first 15 days, so the 14 days, precisely 14 days. So you start this pumpkin seeds and flax seeds. So what you need to do is, like, you have to soak the seeds for some time, and then you sun dry it. And either you can have it as whole seeds. For this client, I asked her to powder it, but she didn't do the powdering, but she ate as such. You can actually ask them to powder it. You can take 1 teaspoon each on empty stomach. So it will be like from the new moon day up till the full moon day. So those 14 days. And then the second half will be sesame seeds and sunflower seeds. Again, the same procedure. You have to sun dry it after soaking it for some time. And then you powder it, or you can just ask them to eat it. You have to store it in airtight container, and 1 teaspoon again on empty stomach. Hope I
Yes,
answered.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So another question is that how can we counsel a patient who actually indulge in binge eating? So immediately we can't say like you don't go and eat during the night. So how can we counsel them or motivate them not to eat during the nights?
Wonderful. I told you, no, I left certain things I didn't reveal. So this is one. So what happened is that this client, after 3 days of the first consultation, she immediately called me, Revathi, 1:30, I'm still waking up. It is not settled yet. I told, what? Just 3 days of consultation, you are expecting immediate solution for your sleep, and she's been suffering with this for almost years together. Then I told her, like, I told her only one thing. So next follow-up call, the first follow-up call, you will definitely tell me that you have started sleeping. And yeah, that happened. First follow-up call, she started sleeping. So obviously if she slept, there's no chance of binge eating, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Ma'am, for sleep, what you are giving the tips for the clients?
I asked her to take pumpkin seeds. See, pumpkin seeds are something like they have got good amount of, serotonin levels can be maintained. And so this actually helps to calm down the nervous system, that induces sleep. So I asked her to do that pumpkin seeds. You remember that lunch? I asked her to take 2 teaspoons of pumpkin seeds. And I also asked her, like, if she's like okay with it, I asked, see, maximum 3 teaspoons of seeds can be prescribed per day. So I asked her to take 2 teaspoons, and if she required, she can eat it even in the dinner. That helped her. So in a week's time, the sleep got settled. Because this client, she doesn't have the habit of having this tea, coffee. So there wasn't much stimulant, but there are a lot of stress that has to be worked on. So it is all about the mind game. You have to make yourself like, you have to make us believe. And as a coach, first we should be convinced that this client is settling down. With that conviction, you say something and they will definitely believe in, and eventually that happens.
Okay, ma'am. And then one more question. Here, sorry, ma'am, I forgot. If I remember, I'll ask.
Revathi, you have a question by Dorothy in the chat box.
Okay.
So she's asking about the unposted letters and what did she burn? Did she burn the letters or what? She asked. And the journaling exercises, does she write all the time as indicated in the table?
Okay, so to answer the first question, unposted letter. So this girl, when she was like doing her schooling, she used to have a very close bonding with her siblings, both her sister and the brother. And the moment she entered college, her brother got work and he shifted to US, and her sister got married. Everything happened in a span of months. So suddenly she felt like she is left alone, and she is a daddy's girl, and her father left to Dubai. So she was left with mother. And whenever she used to talk, she always told that she wasn't never being given a chance or given a chance to say what she feels. So she always felt she's a victim. She felt she doesn't have anything in her life left. Everybody is leaving. And eventually, even then the college, that made her get into a relationship without even thinking about what the guy is all about, nothing else. She was desperately in need of that affection, that love. So she eventually fell into a wrong choice of a partner. And so everything she started blaming, like, because of my brother left, because of my sister got married, because of my father left to Dubai. my mother is a typical Indian mother. So she had lots to say, but I asked her, like, do one thing, do one unposted letter. Now start saying everything to each and everybody. How did you feel the moment your brother left? How did you feel your sister left after wedding? So she has to vent out, right? She's been stuffing everything inside. So I felt like she has to be given a chance of venting out. So this unposted letter helped her a lot. So she started writing, addressing each and everybody, and she also burnt it. She didn't, because all the things, she never had any positive feeling. She always had that kind of disappointments against all these people. So she eventually did the burning process, so letting go process. Dorothy, hope I answered. I mean, both the questions together.
Yeah, the following question of Dorothy is like journaling exercises. Did she write with the timings that you indicated? All the timings did she write?
Yeah. See, what she will do is like the emotional journaling. She didn't do for a very long time. She did only for some 3-4 days, not much. With that itself, she started complaining, Revathi, I'm getting too much of headache, and my body is shivering whenever I write all these things. I'm not able to control. And one follow-up call after I gave this emotional journaling to her, the next follow-up call I'm making, she told, like, Revathi, I stopped everything. I didn't do dieting. I didn't go for the gym. I didn't even do my work. I literally started crying, and I shared everything with my mother. Shared in the sense, like, whatever she's feeling, like half only she has shared. Kind of like she's not feeling comfortable doing all these things. But one good thing happened is, like, she told, Revathi, this is the first time I opened up with my mother. I hugged her, I cried a lot. And then I told, okay, now you don't have to do the emotional journaling, but you have to do the journaling. That's what I told her. So I told her, like, take your time. Maybe next 3-4 days, don't do anything. Then you have to start doing, because you have to face yourself. The more you are brutally honest to yourself, you're going to come out of it as early as possible. So that has to happen. And I also told her, you're doing the same mistake, because she already had the habit of doing the journaling, but she never did it in a complete way. She used to write, and she used to stop. Now I told her, like, no, now you're going to write it and let go. That is very important. So then she started convincing. I mean, she was convinced, because she wrote, and the day she started writing, immediately she sent me a voice note saying, like, Revathi, I never thought journaling could help me this much. So I told her, I always say my client to do the journaling either in the morning, the time they wake up, or before bedtime. This is how I do. I never ask them to do in between the daytime. So it worked for us. So now it has become a practice. Either she do it in the morning or in the before the bedtime.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dorothy, for the question.
Yeah.
So anyone else with a question?
Good evening, ma'am.
Shubhi.
Hello, how are you?
Good, Shubhi.
Ma'am, I want to ask you, when we go for holistic, what should I ask you? We go the point you tell, or we can go for what we want according to my client. As first you tell us ki we should go for a deleting process, right? And then another process, another. So one of my client is, I want to talk in Hindi. Actually, I can't express what I want to say.
So I need a translator then.
One of my clients, which I discussed before you, one celiac disease with anemia. Hope you remember that.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
I already shared that she and not come again, but today she again came to me that she feel very good what I would discuss the deleting process, but she never tells me whether she write general or not. She never, she says, okay, I do whatever you say, I let go, let go the things. Now I can't take it in my mind and all. But she never says me ki she writes or not completely. So it is necessary to ask whether the client is writing or not. It is compulsory, or if the progress is seen in her nature, and in their behavior is good, it's all okay.
Shubhi, to answer your question, first thing is like what I do, I just share. I give my client two questions. I mean, two choices. Like they can actually write down. Okay. One is like if they want to share it with me, they can share it with me so that I can help them in a way like how to let go of and other stuff. Some clients are not that comfortable, so I tell them like it is okay if you don't share, but I want you to write it and just burn it, because this writing and burning helps them a lot. And so in your case it is not that important that whether the client is writing or not. It is all about how the client is feeling about it.
Yes.
So I always emphasize on their happiness. I always tell them whatever makes you feel happy, keep doing it. Just follow your heart. Okay, your heart never going to guide you in a wrong way, so keep doing it. And if they don't do it, I sometimes write for them, saying that like they are getting healed, they are under the process of healing. So these things I do write. And as a coach, Shubhi, you have to start working on your energy so that you are able to convince a client, and that client follows you blindly. So for which you have to work on yourself. That is very important as a coach.
Okay. The behavior is now is in positive impact, what I feel, but I'm not a confirm whether she is writing or not. But the behavior is in positive way. She's not smiling, she's stressing on her face. But today after 10 days she came to me, and and the stress is not on her face. She's quite laughing, smiling face, and the behavior is change behavior I saw. Let go process is also there. She forgave his sister-in-law's behavior, so that is I recognize. But the thing, just you tell ki your client is writing and sharing with you, this is not with me, with this
No. She never shared even a page, not even a single line she shared with me. She always used to tell me, Revathi, I wrote such and such things. She will just give me the outline and she will tell me like I felt so good after writing it. And Shubhi, one more thing, you have to trust your client, Shubhi. That is very important. That is very, very important. You have to trust your client. Yes, my client is doing it. That trust will make them do actually. You don't have that disbelief. Disbelief quality will not work with a holistic coach, Shubhi.
Okay. I don't show on her, but I discuss with you.
No. See, as a holistic coach, it is not the verbal thing. It is all about the energy, and your client can sense that energy easily.
Okay.
You won't know whether she has understood or not. Now, similarly, like she's smiling and you feel like she has changed. She never told like she came and told you like I'm feeling this good, that good. She not necessarily, she might be sharing it verbally, but the body language or the way she carry herself, or the some kind of energy, your inner voice saying like she has changed. Similarly, she will also send like, okay, my coach is not believing me. She will say, don't do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Just to add on, you can ask your client on the follow-up calls whether you have started writing about whatever I've instructed or what. Okay. So with that note, if she is not writing, just find her, difficulties, why she is not able to write. If you can help her out, it is fine. If she is not able to write at all, that is also fine. You can find another way. Okay. Asking is not a thing. But
I'm not asking, but
you can ask. You can ask your client. That is not a problem at all. Unless you ask only, you get an answer.
Danya, no, Danya. She told like she's asking and she told she's writing, but she's not believing that she's writing. That's the problem.
Yes, I'm not believing.
She's
Okay.
asking, she asked her. That's why I answered her. Like, you have to trust your client. Whatever your client is saying, you should believe. Otherwise, it will not work.
Okay, I want to add something. Shobhi, see, we had Revathi herself had this patient last year. Revathi, you remember when you presented this case study, and the patient was not doing anything. So you did all the praying and all the things for her, right?
Yes. The diabetic and thyroid reversal. So one client, she wasn't writing at all. She told like, I don't believe in all such things. I told, okay. She never wrote, but diabetes came up to, it dropped. She reversed literally, and thyroid completely came down. She's not in medication now. She's, off medicines now.
Okay. And the points which you tell of history taking can be up and down?
See, there is, I will share my pattern of my style, how I do. First of all, I do clinical assessment, like all the dietary thing, the medical history, the family history, everything I do. Then I first 2, 3, 4 weeks, I don't talk about their family, their emotion, nothing I will talk. So you actually need to focus more on the clinical aspect. So once the clients start seeing some kind of a result, they develop that trust. Now they will believe, okay, this human or this coach can help us. Then you should start asking about their all these 7 areas. So I just randomly go. Otherwise, sometimes what I do is like, I ask the client to, on the first call itself, I ask the client to start saying like, just brief yourself about, and they keep telling like, like a water from the tap, they keep telling everything. So I keep writing. I don't interrupt at all. So once they are done, then I will have the all the information. Then I will sort it out, like put it under the 7 areas, and then one area I will start asking question in the upcoming calls, like follow-up calls. I don't do everything in one shot. Mostly the holistic tools, I all these cases I start with 5th or 6th week of my call, and then it continues up till 14th or 15th week, however it is.
Okay.
So
And
it is subjective, should be. It depends upon the client. Some people will open up on the first call, some people will take some time to open up.
okay. And ma'am, what is the timing of one call and another call? Difference between
call
time. Just today the patient came, and when I have to call for
Interval
second
between the follow-up.
Difference between, right?
See, in this case particularly, I never had any difference between the follow-up call and the first call, because every call was like 1 hour for me. But now I have come to that level, like where I stick on to timing. So first call will be like 90 minutes. I stop there, and follow-up calls will be for 30 minutes. And I do weekly calls. Like if I start calling them on Monday, then I follow up on every Monday. Okay. So this is how I do.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. And it varies patient to patient, right?
It varies, but I stick on to it. This is my protocol right now. I stick on to this. Some patients, some clients will take some, even now sometimes they take 1 hour. Any of the follow-up call will last for 1 hour. Sometimes it will be like even 15 minutes. They say like, ma'am, yeah, I'm done. Okay. Now the moment they start writing something, that call duration actually drops. Until, yeah, it is there.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. We have 2 questions in the chat box. Why did you give it in the powder form? Is it helping them to mix it in water or any form of drinking? Manju has asked.
Okay. Manju, the thing is like when you put it in powder form, it is immediately the processing starts, right? Putting it as a whole and putting it as a little processed way, the digestion, the absorption becomes a little faster. So I give it in that powder form, and not mixing with water. Definitely they cannot drink. So I ask them to put it in the mouth, almost near the throat, so that just it gulp with water. They don't realize that bitterness. Before they realize, they would have swallowed it. So that's the reason, because other forms they are not comfortable. So I thought like powder form is working better.
Even for the seeds, you go with the same reason?
Seeds, the seed cycling.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
sleep cycling, they can actually munch. See, sometimes what happens is you brush your teeth and immediately on empty stomach you eat something dry. You might feel not comfortable, right? So powder form it will be little useful. Even the whole things can be taken. Anyway, they are going to drink some water. They have to moisten their mouth. Since it is in the empty stomach, I suggest with powder form. Otherwise, also that's fine. They can have it as whole seeds only.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You have another question. Vrituka has asked, like, what about acanthosis and heaviness in the head?
What about?
Acanthosis.
Acanthosis?
And heaviness in the head. Did she come out of it?
Now, who asked this question?
Vritika.
Vritika. Good, Vritika. So I have got that final slide yet, and I am actually expecting few more questions because I have listed so many symptoms, and I thought like you all will be interested to know how and what kind of emotions actually triggered these symptoms and how did you handle. So I'm expecting few more questions, Vritika.
Neelam has come up with one question, I think.
Yes, Principal Ji.
Revathi ma'am, as usual, an interesting session.
Thank you.
Still stuck up with the body temperature part of it.
Body temperature part.
Was it her analysis or you still stick to it?
No.
I said that like she had mentioned that her body temperature drops.
That was her
so
analysis.
She have a menstrual cycle, and when her temperature is high.
See, if she is able
at
to
that
claim...
time, she gets.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. It is just that it is an observation, or could you correlate?
See, she believes that the body temperature is the one that regulates a cycle. So I don't want to break that belief. My target is to make her get the cycle. And if she believes that body temperature is the one that is actually helping her out, then I wanted to add some fuel to the fire. So it worked.
Yeah, precisely, because somehow I could correlate. That's why. I mean, like we start feeling low when we have PMS starting up, right? And once we are, then we are all happy and jovial and all. So yeah, why not the body temperature part can play a role here, right?
It is there, Neelam. I'm not denying it completely. As a female, I myself personally have never noticed it. But my client was like, very, very keen in explaining that, explaining her experience. Whenever the body temperature drops, she is not getting the cycle. And if the body temperature is adequate, immediately I'm getting the cycle. So everything was, even when she was used to have that spotting, the flow is not good. Immediately she used to end up having that hot water back. So keeping it on her tummy and giving more heat, immediately the flow starts. So she has done so much of experiments. So I don't want to stop. And generally the body temperature varies, right? Whenever you have that, especially the ovulation time and all, there's a temperature up and down happening. So I felt, yeah, that also works. But it also worked for her actually. Whenever the body temperature was high, she was having continuous flow, and she was telling like, Revathi, my temperature is not dropping, so that the flow is also not stopping. So I immediately need to get into too much of hydration, need to work on the coolant foods so that her temperature drops. And that also worked. She told like within 3 days she used to text me or send me a voice note saying that Revathi, now the flow has started coming down. Now I feel like the temperature is dropping, so I can manage. It worked. That's a learning for me actually.
Right.
Yes, Manjunath.
Yes, Manjunath, your question to your teacher, please.
Good evening, teacher.
Yes.
That was a really good presentation. So my question is, see, you went so deep to understand the issue. It was not an easy task, is what I believe, and she had to reveal so many information to you. But how did you come to know the exact cause of the cause which triggered these issues with her? And because I think you might have faced a couple of challenges initially of not getting results, then you realize that there is something beyond which I have to do. And you also started going beyond that. So what was your call once the first is what was your call, and what is that you did once you didn't get the answers? or once you didn't start getting results on her, and how did you come to the conclusion that this is the only problem which she's facing and where you need to put more focus?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. And now I'm revealing the final slide. I can say that the crux of the session. So now coming to connecting all the emotions and with the health, which she actually manifested in her physical health. And so Manjunath, your answer is there in the slide. So I'll just explain one by one. So first thing is weight. So weight, this case, since she got so much of hurtings in our relationship, she started withdrawing herself from society. She don't want to be in front, connecting with people. So now what she did was, so she felt she don't want to be attractive, and she felt she's vulnerable, and she started putting on weight. That is the protection layer, that is the adipose tissue. So this was the cause for her weight gain. When I told this, she couldn't believe that how you were able to connect this so deeply. Okay, so now I asked her, I told her, it is nothing to do with your past life, whatever it is an experience. Now just stop complaining, or stop taking that guilt. You deserve good life as any people deserve, and you are not vulnerable, you are not a victim. So I told her, you want to be a victim or a victorious girl? This really pushed her, and then she started working on. Okay, she told me, I mean, this girl is, she doesn't even use makeup. She doesn't even use makeup. So she's like, she told me literally, yes, Revathi, because of this only I started putting on weight. This thought is there inside me. I don't want to be attractive to people, especially to men. And I want to protect myself. I want to hide behind my weight. That's the reason. So this, she was really shocked when I was able to, connect. And now the second symptom, she had polycyst. She shared even the scan report, and now cyst. How cyst? So clinical feature, it is estrogen dominance. So estrogen dominance, where it came from, in this case, she has got too much of adipose tissue. You saw that the BMI is 36, and this adipose tissue, from where it started, stress eating at 1:30 a.m. And she is a person who eats 4 to 5 times a week outside, indulging in all these refined carbohydrates. And for her, because of this protection, she want to release that stress, and she has got only one option, that is eating. Eating makes her feel really comfortable. Eating makes her feel like the reward center is immediately getting that that wow feeling. So this girl started eating too much, and ended up having too much of adipose tissue, and which resulted in estrogen production, and which resulted in cyst formation. So this is the second symptom. And now coming to the pre-diabetes, I told that she is an insulin resistant person. And what made her pre-diabetic? Pre-diabetic is like, she felt there is no sweetness left anymore in her life, because there was nobody to share her emotions. People, like I already told that she missed her siblings a lot, and she's a daddy's girl, and her father is not with her. He's in Dubai, so she cannot keep calling him every now and then. She started missing him, and only soul left is her mother. But with mother, she doesn't have that kind of a connect, because she's a typical Indian mother. So she felt like everything is gone. She doesn't have good social connects also. She doesn't have a very close friend circle also. And I mean, she couldn't replace anybody in her siblings position. So she felt like life is doomed. I don't have anybody, and there is no, all that she had is the guilt alone. And now coming to the irregular cycle. So not all PCOS have irregular cycles, right? So this case, she had irregular cycle, because when I asked her, what do you think about cycle? She told, like, I connected with reproduction. Okay, then what about reproduction? That is a good thing. Only women can do that. You can only create a life on a earth. She don't know, I don't like kids. Then I told like, why you don't like kids? So it was like happening. Then she revealed that, I mean, friends and family around her, they used to ask right in front that kid that she used to stand in front of them, and they used to ask like, why this kid for you? You already been blessed with a boy and a girl, and this girl is like an add-on. And this conversation has already happened when this girl was in her mother's womb. And obviously, when she was in her womb, this girl wasn't aware. But you know, right? Mothers generally share certain things when we are like little matured. So her mother has shared just like that. Like, people have told that you are an extra extra kid for my in the family. And she still remember, probably at the age of 3 or 4, her mother told this thing that, people have questioned her why you want to have a third kid. And see, that time the kid is like 3-4 years, hardly she doesn't even know the world. But imagine a small kid who's been injected with such word, unwanted kid. So probably she had that, kind of that dislike towards kid, and she connected with reproduction, and she felt like every cycle, if it is going to come, it is like, she connected with the eggs, with the reproduction. So she want to halt it because she don't want kids, because she doesn't like kids. So she stopped the cycle. She made it very irregular as much as possible. And now when she came to me, she was detected as hypothyroid. Previously she wasn't, and she hasn't never checked also. And hypothyroid, when she came, she told once, like, whenever my boyfriend used to hit me, or sometimes any shock. And I still remember she shared one night instant that she used to feed street dogs with biscuits. And that day, she actually was feeding the street dogs, and she used to feed it at around 11 o'clock. She doesn't go out. I told you, no, she's not kind of a social person. So 11 o'clock she was feeding, and she said that she saw something blackish going, some image, some form. And she couldn't even shout that time. She, whenever shock is there, she becomes numb and mute. And especially when she was hit by her boyfriend, she used to, just get all those hitting. She never used to defend her or shout or nothing. I asked, what made you stop? She told like, I don't know. Then I told like, no, everything happens with the thought you actually put in forward. Then so slowly I told like, nothing happens without your permission. That's what I told her. I have to give so much of examples quoted. And then she told like, yes, Revathi, you are right, because I felt I have done a mistake and I need to be punished. So for her, if mistake is done, it has to be punished. It's the only context she have. Then I need to flip the other version. I asked her, okay, if you do a mistake, there are two options actually. You have to get punished, or you can learn from it. Now tell me what you want to do. You want to get punished, and if you're going to get punished, how far you're going to get benefited. And if you want to learn, tell me how far it is going to benefit you. Then she realized, yes, Revathi, you are right. Mistake has, it is an experience, and I need to learn from my mistake, but I didn't do. I felt like I need to be punished because I wasn't true to anybody. And that's the reason. So she told like, even if she told me like, my parents doesn't know I got into such things. And especially the disc bulge, I told you, the first slide, she told like she met with an accident. But you know what, in the 9th 10th week she revealed, no, Revathi, it wasn't accident. I was seriously hit by my boyfriend. Okay, she didn't even reveal to any of the family members. She told like, she has had a fall, and then she got the treatment done. And coming to the puffiness or heaviness at the back of the head, every time she used to tell me like, Revathi, this is happening. Then I need to now address this. I felt like high time that I need to address, because she's coming up trusting me that I'll give her some solution. Then I asked like, when you just tell me what are the timing, or when do you exactly experience these things? She told like, whenever I'm anxious. I asked her, what anxious? Then she told, Revathi, what I do is I have lots of work. I have this habit of procrastination, and I pile up all my works, and then I become very anxious. I have the sleepless nights. Whenever I have the sleepless nights, next day morning immediately have this puffiness and heaviness. Then I told, yeah, you have the answer right in front of you. Now you need to work on, see, procrastination. I don't want you to leave it, but use this procrastination in some other things. Then I asked, where do you think like you are wasting your time? Then she listed something. Then I told, use this procrastination tool to do for those work where you are actually wasting time. Say, for example, you want to watch a video. You tell to yourself, okay, no, let me postpone for some while. Let me do this work. So I told her like procrastination can be used in a way like, to benefit yourself. It need not be a bad thing. It is all about our choice, how we are using it. Then she felt very happy. She never knew this puffiness, heaviness. She's been suffering with almost so many months. And she came to know the reason and she felt very, very happy. So now my architect knows how she can design her life. Thank you so much for listening. So now any questions? Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you, ma'am.
Revathi, as Rutika asked, was that acanthosis like the darkness of the skin recovered?
Acanthosis, not it. But the thing has come down. The darkness have started reducing.
Right.
Thank you, Ziba.
Is it reversible, ma'am? Acanthosis.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So you reverse the insulin resistance, then yeah, then it is absolutely possible. Acanthosis is, see, acanthosis is the body's language telling you that, hey girl, listen, you are becoming insulin resistant. That's the way the body communicates. So once you address that insulin resistance, body says, yeah, thank you. So I'm just moving off. Acanthosis disappears.
Okay, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. My question is, has her pre-diabetic got reversed?
No, I didn't get you, Ziba.
Yeah. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah. So my question was, you said she is pre-diabetes, right? So was that got reversed as well?
Yeah, her sugar dropped. Only she did the FBS. That's what I told. No, she didn't do the complete blood test after the program got over. So, but in between, she did only the fasting and the postprandial. So it was absolutely under normal. Fasting was 100 and postprandial was 135.
Thank you, ma'am. Another question I have is, you said 3 liters of water you have recommended her. So usually it is said that we should consume 2 liters of water. So what is your intake on that? Like 3 liters of water.
See, water consumption, it generally we follow this. Every 20 kg you need to drink 1 liter of water. And in this case, she was like 96 kg. Then imagine how much she need to drink, but practically not possible. So I told her like, keep hydrating yourself, and I gave the initial target as 2.5 liters because she has to hydrate herself especially to regulate the body temperature. She either go really cold, or sometimes she body temperature raises a lot, which I don't want to happen, because she firmly believe that the body temperature is a very influencing thing in terms of menstrual cycle. So, and apart from that, on a healthy scale, she has to drink enough water. So I told 2.5 should be your target. So I asked her to drink 200 ml per hour. So the time she wakes up till she goes to bed, not exactly till go to bed, probably till evening 6 or 7, I asked her to do this 200 ml or 250 ml of water every 1 hour. And she was able to easily achieve the target.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ziba.
Yeah, girls, any other questions? If I say girls, Harsh will come to fight. Guys, any other questions?
Manjunath is there.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Revathi. I want to add one point with your permission.
Please, Navda.
Yes. It is really awesome. Like out of all the presentations, entire HNTP, till now, what I watched. So out of all these, this is the one of the presentation is a very wonderful. And the beautiful thing is that it's explained. Thank you so much. And I give.
What happened? We lost her.
Yeah, probably poor network.
Baby, no makeup, baby. Enough. I'll come. Class
Your
people will-
presentation got first rank, Revathi, from my end. Really awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Out of all the presentations, I'm saying from my heart, it's really touched my heart.
Thank you so much for those kind words, Navada.
I want to listen more and more. I want to listen more and more this kind of case presentations from everyone.
Navata expecting a case presentation from you very soon.
Hope.
Right. Sir, last words from you. 2 minutes.
What? Baby, they are my teachers. Let's call me. No shouting. Okay. Yeah. Baby, please.
Bhargavi, you can talk once after sir finishes.
He muted.
Sir, you're there?
Yeah. Sorry. The girls are doing makeup on me. I am their cute bunny now.
Please show your face.
Okay, is Neetu there?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah. Neetu,
yes, sir.
about that case that we discussed in the morning. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So update about that. And Manju, are you still there?
But sir, still I am not in receipt of any call.
No. You will get. Priya will take care of that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Manju, about that 4-year old kid and 13 years old. Okay.
Yes, sir.
About the 4-year-old kid, you can be in touch with Neetu madam and work together.
I think we lost, sir.
Sir, your network is poor. Please check. We are not able to hear you.
Thank you, celebrity dietitian Revathi ma'am, for coming on the class and giving us this amazing presentation. So, yeah, it's good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. With
So
all your
Danya ma'am let me in only with the condition that I should not speak. So I'm completing it in 2 minutes.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for abiding the request from Danya for following it. Fine, yeah. Thank you so much. I know I took 20 minutes extra, but I felt like, I want to share my experience, and I felt like how I counseled, that should help, rather than just sharing it, the results and other stuff. I thought the way we counsel should have to reach so many coaches. So thank you so much for listening patiently, all these 35 people, I mean, excluding me, 34 people. Thank you so much for being here for this 1 hour 20 minutes. Thanks, Danya.